Okay, so I'm sitting on the back seat. This is where the driver's seat sits. Those are the connections. Alright, so right now I'm just going to show you how to remove the center console, because the switches, see that hole in there? And that hole is there because I took that cover out to measure the switch and make sure it fits before I bought it. So I'm going to show you how to remove that. That way we can run the cables through here and then put the two connectors in there, the two switches in there. So this is the switch that we're going to put in there. Alright. So to remove this side, of course you have to just pull that down. It comes out. Screw it. Comes out. So next thing you need to do is remove this piece. Okay, so just prime it in here to remove it. Then it has two locks in here. Okay, that can stay there. Now we need to remove this cover right here. The other side. Okay. So once we remove that, pull this one out, separate this two. It's hard to do in one hand. So that's out. I don't need to remove that one, so I just need to get them loose to remove this one right here. So right there, and pull it in this side, and I'm using my two hands to get it out. So I removed that. What I did is the two connectors in here, unplug them. I've removed them so I can actually turn it a little bit. There's also this kind of thing. There's pin is lock in there, and that one. So I just kind of take them out so I can remove it. Now, to remove this bar, you have to, because my battery is disconnected, I have to remove this tab, unlock it, shift it down to drive, and then I can remove it. So I have space for this. Now I can just pull this out and connect it in there. I'll show you when I run the cable. Okay, so I'm setting the device in here. I don't know if you guys can see this little thing in this box. I'm setting it right there. I'm gonna have to secure it and everything like that. This is the remaining cable that goes to your seats. So I'm gonna tangle on there inside of that hole, zip tied in that. I run the cables this way, and this is the cable for the switch. I removed this, just remove the plugs, put my switch in there. And the only reason that I removed is because I can have a little bit of space in there. I see that I have a yellow cable. I have no instructions in there, but I know that's battery. This is constant power, and for ignition, I believe, and then you have a ground. So I'm gonna figure out how to connect that and make it work. For now, that's how I run the cables. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the seat, place the seat in there, and attach it and test the yellow and the red there. But I need to put that, plug it in the airbag, and then I'll go from there. Okay, I have the sit in. Kind of tilted a little bit before I put anything. What I want to do is make sure I connect all the cables. What I did is I run the cable underneath of the carpet right here, and this is the one for the heaters, and this is the one for the other connector. So I'm gonna hand connect those in there. Gonna the heater, the seat heaters, warmers, zip tie them, and then put the seat back. Okay, so I have both seats done. I'm doing the wiring right now. Center console is removed, so I've run the cables underneath the carpet. That, let's see if you guys can see. And there might be not enough light. Well, I got it to come out exactly at the area where the cables come. So look, and then zip tied it to that cable. That will stay on the same spot. Then zip tie the extra part, got the connections in there, the two relays here. I kind of zip tied them together and put them in the side left, right. If you guys can see, those are my two switches, and I'm gonna put this together, this back together, and I'm just gonna run the one-seat battery and to the fuse box. This car has spot for heaters, so I'm gonna put the fuse in there, but I'll show you guys later. Okay, so I have a cable right here coming from directly from the battery. That's where I'm gonna connect to my power for my seat warmer from both sides, and I found inside two connectors. So I use a multimeter, and I test it. So red and yellow goes to ignition. So what I means is when I turn the key on the ignition, that's when I have power. And I also tested the yellow right next to it, and both of them they work with the lights. So as soon as I turn the switch light on, those come with power to help with the light for the controls. So right now what I'm gonna do is hook them up properly, run the cable underneath, and put it all together. Now what I'm gonna do is, for the switch, for the fuses, there's a cover right there that comes out when you pull it. Just clips, no screws, no nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the fuses in there. That way they're accessible. If something happened with because I have two fuses in there, so if something happened with those fuses, I can just remove that band and make it work. Alright, I'll show you guys when I'm done. Okay, so I'm done with electrical. So what I did is, I'll show you guys the one from the battery comes in, kind of tacks in here from 2 to 1, split in 2, put the fuses to the side so I can access them if something happened. I just have to get those in. That's for this side. So what I did is I grabbed the ones from there. This is the serializer, sorry. Alright, so I tapped in two cables in here. One was ignition, the other one was lights. So that's where you have those cables in here. One goes to one side, one goes to the other one. Got power, got everything in there. I have to get those in, plug the switches. I already tested before I put it together and it work. So what I'm gonna do now is just hook everything back up, roll the pieces together, and turn them on. I'll show you guys how it looks with the lights. Okay, all done. Cover, center console, 2 plugs, driver's side. Now originally I said that I was gonna put the fuses on the cedar heat in the fuse box, but it was a long way to run, so I just left the inline fuses, which are right here for the right side, same thing on the other side for the left. So I'm going to show you guys. So right now they're on. You can barely tell if this light is on or not, which is on. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but it's an orange light in there. So now I'm gonna turn on the light and you guys are gonna be able to see it better. So now both are on. I'm sitting in one right now and it's getting warm. So job accomplished. My daughter is gonna be really happy. Sorry about that noise, it's the fan, it's hot. So, yep, touching both seats and they're both are warming up. Alright.